Today, we're diving deep into a really sneaky kind of digital heist. I want you to imagine an attack where your password is, well, totally useless, because the thief doesn't even need it. All they need to do is turn your own web browser against you. Sounds a little dramatic, right? Maybe something out of a movie? But the answer is a very real and kind of sobering yes. The attack we're about to walk through shows exactly how a single, innocent-looking click on the wrong page can have, well, some pretty devastating consequences. So, how is this even possible? It's not about cracking some super complex encryption. At its core, this whole attack is about betraying a really fundamental trust. The trust a website has in you when you're logged in. The attacker just cleverly exploits that trust to make the site do things you never, ever intended. Okay, let's put a proper name to this whole trust betrayal thing. It's called cross-site request forgery, or just CSRF for short. The entire goal is to trick your browser into sending a forged request to a website where you're already logged in. And because that request comes from your browser, the website just assumes it's you, and yeah, it carries out the command. To really get this, we need to see it in action. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stage a heist. Our target is this little application we've built called Fictional Bank, and we've intentionally designed it to be vulnerable for our demonstration. All right, first, let's set the stage. Right here in the terminal, we're firing up our Fictional Bank server. And notice the message it spits out right away. This server is vulnerable on purpose. Our crime scene is now officially active. So, once we log in, we land on our account dashboard. Take a good look at that balance, just over 150,000 rupees. Go ahead and burn that number into your memory. It's our starting point. Now for the attack itself. While we're happily logged into our bank in one tab, we do something totally normal. We open another tab and we visit what looks like a completely harmless web page. This could be anything, a blog, a news site, whatever. But hidden on this page, the trap is already set. And just like that, it's done. We pop back over to our banking tab and the balance has just tanked. 50,000 rupees have been wired out of the account. And think about it, we never clicked transfer funds. We didn't even touch the banking tab. The money is just gone. So if we go and check the bank server's own logs, we get the damning evidence. It confirms a vulnerable action took place, a transfer of $50,000 to some hacker's account. And from the server's point of view, this was a totally legitimate transaction. This is the big question, isn't it? If the attacker didn't have our password, they didn't have our login details, how on earth did they authorize that transfer? Well, the answer lies in something your browser does automatically, probably hundreds of times a day. The main culprit here is something called a session cookie. See, when you log into a site like your bank, the server gives your browser this special cookie. The best way to think of it is like a temporary digital ID card. For as long as your browser shows that ID card, the server trusts that any request it gets is coming directly from you. So here's the play-by-play. That malicious page we visited had a hidden form that silently sent a transfer request to your bank in the background. Your browser, just trying to be helpful, saw a request heading to Fictional Bank and automatically attached your session cookie, your digital ID card. The bank server saw that valid ID and basically thought, yep, looks good to me, and sent the money. Okay, so how do we stop this kind of betrayal? We obviously need a better security system. What we need is like a secret handshake, something that only your browser and the bank know, something an attacker could never possibly fake. Let's see how that defense is actually built. This defense is called the synchronizer token pattern. And here's the gist of how it works. Along with that normal session cookie, the server now gives your browser a second, unique, and secret code called a CSRF token. Now, for any important action, like transferring money, the server requires both the cookie and the secret token. It's the secret handshake. So let's actually put this defense into practice. We'll go back to our terminal, we'll shut down that vulnerable server, and we're gonna start up a new, secure version. This one has that anti-CSRF secret handshake built right in from the start. Now that we're logged into the secure server, let's make a perfectly legitimate transfer and just peek under the hood at the network request. And look, there's something new. The form data now includes not just the account number and the amount, but also this new field _CSRF, and its value is this long, random string of characters. That right there is our secret handshake. All right, now for the moment of truth. We've got our secure server running with its new secret handshake protocol. So what happens when we unleash the exact same attacker on it? Let's find out. The setup is identical. We're going to go back to that very same malicious webpage, reload it, and launch the exact same attack. But this time, it's aimed at our newly fortified bank. And the result? Complete and utter failure for the attacker. Before, the money was just stolen. Now, that same malicious request is hit with a 403 forbidden error. I mean, that's the digital equivalent of a bouncer just slamming the door right in their face. The heist is stopped cold. And just like we did before, the server's own logs tell the story. But this time, it is a story of success. The server announces it loud and clear. CSRF attack blocked, because the token was either invalid or, in this case, just completely missing. Here's the final piece of forensic evidence. When we actually look at the failed request from the attacker's page, it's plain to see. It has the to account and the amount, but it's missing the underscore CSRF token. The attacker couldn't guess the secret handshake, so the server did its job and correctly rejected the request. So we've walked through a digital heist and its prevention, all the way from the vulnerability to the fix. But what are the big lessons here? Why is understanding this so darn important? Okay, let's just boil it down to the key takeaways. We've seen that CSRF is fundamentally an attack on trust. We've learned that your browser's own helpful features can actually be turned against you. But most importantly, we've seen there's a powerful standard defense, that synchronizer token pattern. And now you've seen with your own eyes exactly how that secret handshake keeps you safe. So, you've now seen how a digital forgery is crafted and, more importantly, how it's blocked. It's a really crucial piece of the web security puzzle. And it leaves us with a pretty important question. Now that you know how to spot this one, what other kinds of digital deceptions are just waiting out there to be uncovered?